I'm in my kitchen and I'm going to make a Coca Cola salad. Those of you who are longtime watchers of my channel know that I made a 7-Up salad that involved mayonnaise and cream cheese. And this one just involves cream cheese, and it's just 4 ingredients: orange Jello, Coke, I got Diet Coke because that's what I like to drink, cream cheese, and nuts. I got these lightly salted mixed nuts, store brand. I also got store brand Jello because there was actually no brand name orange Jello. I picked this one up. This was the last one. It was Wild. Wild is doing a lot of work here. Behind it was vanilla pudding. I don't even know if there are more orange Jellos, but I got this one. I also have half a thing of Philadelphia cream cheese, and it said to let it soften and come to room temperature, but I just stuck it in the microwave for a little bit because you know what's gonna happen to this cream cheese later in this recipe? It's gonna have boiling hot Coke poured over it. So I feel like it's fine to melt it a little bit to get the Jello in. The verb they use to describe the action between the Jello powder and the cream cheese is dust into, which is really not a prepositional verb I've encountered before. So we're going to dust the Jello into this cream cheese as a first step. And now I'm going to just dust. Oh my god, it's so much Jello powder. I feel like this is what I'm gonna do, is mix this up a little bit. Oh, that's a nice color. Oh my god, this color is beautiful. Oh, I need a nail polish in this color. I think I have a nail polish in this color. I think this is probably not necessary because the boiling hot Coke is gonna get poured over this in a second. That's gonna dissolve the Jello too, but now we have this beautiful orange slime. Here we have our hot Coke. It's kind of hard to tell when a carbonated beverage is actually boiling. I think it's on its way. It's certainly very warm. And I'm gonna take my phone away from this hot area. So also in this recipe, it calls for nuts. It just says nuts. So I got those mixed nuts, and then the thought of encountering a full nut in my mouth, oh, don't say full nut in my mouth, a full nut as I was eating my Jello salad was like really kind of upsetting. I chopped the nuts up. So there's some chunks, mostly they're a little smaller, so the texture differences won't be quite as alarming, I think. All right, look at this, hot Coke coming through. Whoa! Oh, yes. Oh my god, this looks so bad. This color is so bad. So just as mix, so I'm going to just stir this around to get some of the chunks out, because the last thing you want in your Jello mold is a chunk, unless it's a nut, and then you want a chunk of nut. That orange before was so nice, and this orange, oh, it's like a couch from the 70s, but it got sat on for that entire time since the 70s by someone who had a dirty butt. I still see some like cream cheese flecks. Why aren't those melting? I'm just gonna keep stirring this around, and then I'm gonna add my nuts, and then we're just supposed to mix those in too. And so what we have now is a hot fruit soup with nuts. How does it smell? It smells like orange Jello. So at this point, the recipe says to let it sit for 1 to 2 hours, and that it will separate out into 3 layers, which is the part I'm most skeptical about. Fortunately for you, through the magic of video editing, that time will pass in a snap. The magic has happened. Here we are, about 2 hours later. Woo! It is quite a color. So now it's gonna go into the refrigerator. Shout out to this Anchor Bluetooth speaker that I use to listen to podcasts while I'm doing stuff in the kitchen. It's been about 2 hours since I put the thing in the fridge. Where are those layers? I don't see them at all. What's its texture? Oh, yeah, that's pretty set. And I don't see no layers. But I will take it out in a little bit and try some. It's a Jello mold. It looks like, you know, those rubber barf things? They're like made of latex or something that you can buy at like a prank store. That's what it looks like. It smells like nuts. I didn't have a Jello mold, but I did it in this clear bowl so we could see if the layers worked. The layers did not work, but I am gonna dump it out onto a plate just for like, so you can see. Ooh, that white balance, woo! I ran a knife around the edge and also put it under the hot water for a while, so let's see if it works. I can hear it. It wants to release. Oh. Oh, Lord. Ooh. I don't know if you can see here, but it did sort of separate where you can see there's like there's a little bit of a clear Jello stuff here, and then the cream layer starts. I did lose all these nuts taking it out of the bowl. It seems that the nuts have sorted themselves by density. Peanuts and cashews are on the top, and by top I mean bottom of the bowl. Almonds and macadamia nuts floated to the top, which means they're now on the bottom. Oh my God, it looks so bad. Just so bad. Even if I had a beautiful mold, it would look so bad. I'm gonna try it. Somehow cutting it into like a slice made it even worse. But it is holding its shape quite well. I'm gonna give it a taste. Okay, first of all, from the way this tastes, there's really no reason to use Coke. I can't taste the Coke at all, like not even a little bit. The second thing is, a nut in Jello doesn't make sense. The texture's too far away. If you put a fruit in a Jello, they're like closer. Even like an aspic with like meat inside it, that's like, I'm not gonna eat it, but at least it makes sense. It's like the nuts are they're too crunchy. They're too much of a nut. The flavor I'm kind of into. I'm not gonna lie. Overall, not horrible, not the best. Certainly not gonna make it ever again in my life, but I will eat all of this. I just wanted to share my storage win. I save far too many takeout containers when we get takeout. It fits so perfectly. It looks like a disgusting barf pizza. Oh.